Hey y'all, welcome back to Stoked Big Air Edition. I'm Insetic. With me on this set is Joaquin.
What's up, everyone?
And Turo.
Hey.
We're just continuing on through. Now we're heading to Diablerets. Yay.
Stoked to go to Diablerets.
And Nicholas Mueller.
Dicks out for Diablerets.
Man.
I just heard the song in the background just go, Kama Sutra!
Yeah, how long ago was Hammurabi's death?
That had to be like
Harambe?
2016.
Yeah.
Not Hammurabi.
Oh,
And yeah, it was
Harambe.
like 2016.
Psst, this is an aside to the audience, but that was an intentional mistake, which is typically referred to as a joke. Shh,
Okay.
don't tell anyone, though.
I'm so sorry.
It sounds like the audience has a better sense of humor than me. What am I doing here?
No, that was part of the joke. Was to
No, that was kind of interesting because, again, like, for the Steel Donuts first meetup, you know, the American crew, we actually met up in Cincinnati in 2015. So we went to the zoo, and, I mean, it wasn't a great story. I think Harambe was, like, sleeping or, you know, wasn't visible, but, like, we were there when he was alive, you know?
He also wasn't dead.
That's what alive means.
Yeah.
Not
So
dead.
I've heard. I've heard that through the grapevine. But that's what that means.
Right. You know, normally like the prefix just A, like the letter A, usually means like
Opposite,
anti,
yeah.
right, or not. So how come A live means that you live? You know? You'd think A live means you're dead.
You know,
Beats me.
I know inflammable
Makes
means the
you
same
think.
thing as flammable. So
Makes
I mean,
you think, huh?
Yeah.
I sort of think that maybe words are made up.
Yeah, and I mean, Bob and I have multiple times pointed out how there's some words that are like dis blank or d blank that, you know, like discombobulated. But
Dismember.
no one says they are combobulated.
Yeah, you don't member someone.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really strange slang term for fucking someone, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna member her tonight.
Yeah, it
like-
sounds like a bad translation.
Yeah. Like those, God, what was it that went viral a few months ago? The Chinese McDonald's menu translated?
Yeah.
Breakfast menu, where it was
Yeah.
like really flowery language.
Oh my
for,
god,
like,
I wish
an
I
egg
could find
sandwich.
that off the top of my head, but instead it would, I'd have to go digging. And
Oh,
it
it's
would just be like,
Japanese.
hold on, guys, hold on. But I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It was like, it was like sunrise over double pig or something, which
Yeah.
was an egg McGriddle, you know, or something.
I think it was Matt.
Let's
Rest
meet
in
up
peace,
and go
Matt.
for a ride.
He's not dead. He's just not here.
Right.
Yeah. But I think he had one of his friends who spoke the language translate, and it turns out like it wasn't like a mistranslation thing. It's just that that's what they used to refer to it. Like that. Like it was all translated pretty well through the Google Translate. It's just that like there's a lot of idioms that don't really translate well, so it just seems like really
Yeah.
like incongruously flowery language.
Someone's wild, fucked up mind over there, you know, decided to do that in the first place, and then the
Yeah.
translation was faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
but no, yeah, it was. I remember that all now. I posted that McDonald's one, and then Matt Rock sent it to
Yeah.
one of his Chinese friends who, you know, did the analyze stuff.
God rest his soul.
Yeah,
Can't see, but I'm saluting right now.
again, he's not dead. I'm just, you know, hoping that God can grant him a good rest and not a bad rest, you know,
Yeah.
or a rest. I mean, I wish, you know, my soul could get rested, but instead I woke up at like 4 a.m, and it was just like I wasn't getting back to sleep. So I was up, and then I had a full day, and then it's like, you know, 2:30 or so, and it's like I should like try to take a nap. I mean, I've been awake longer than I probably have, and then it was just like, nope, you're seeing this whole shit out.
Personally, my toxic sleeping habit is I just have the worst habit of going to bed like the latest when I have to get up the latest. Like, if I have to, like, if I don't have to leave the house until like 2:30 p.m. the next day, then I'll be like really sleepy at like 10:30 p.m. and I'll go to bed at the normal time and wake up at like 9 a.m. But if I have to be up at like 8 a.m. the next day, then I'm not going to sleep until like at least 1:30 in the morning.
Well, yeah, because it's like we're rebelling against time itself. You know, it's like I don't want to go to sleep. I want to use these evening hours.
Yeah. And then you wake up 5 hours later and you're like, oh! And you just sort of like roll out of bed and like you just don't get back up. You just lay there on the floor for like 30 minutes.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, you roll out of the bed and just die.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Cause of death, got less than 6 hours of sleep.
Turns out they call it the wrong side of the bed because that's where the spikes are.
Oh, yeah. Now, yeah. So that's what those are.
Uh-huh.
Why?
You know,
Is
it's
that
kind of
like
interesting, just like kind of thinking and like talking. And I totally just ruined whatever joke you were trying to make, but whatever. Where it's like, I was always like, at least I could reliably wake up to an alarm. You know, whether it's 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning or hell, even 2:30 in the morning, you know, when I'm out on like field visits for my job where we need to show up before the ass crack of dawn to de-energize things and look in there, you know, so that they could be back up and running when most people are awake. Anyway, all of that, I can, you know, hear the alarm, get up, and just, like, be going. But suddenly, in, like, the last few months, it's not necessarily that I, like, hear the alarm and then just roll over and sleep, but it is like, okay, the alarm rings, I get up, I, you know, turn it off, I set it for, like, 30 minutes later, you know. Alarm rings then, I get up, and I'm like, I really don't want to start my day yet.
Yeah, it seems like going back
like I
to
could work
sleep.
from home. So, yeah, just like, before I was a lot better at like, well, it's time, but now, I don't know, very recently, it feels like I've suddenly allowed for, you know, an additional cycle.
I mean, I've never been a morning person. Like, my circadian rhythm feels like I have to be up, like, 10 a.m. at the earliest, which is not how being a functioning member of society works, as it turns out. So I just spend most of my days, the first 1 or 2 hours, just completely miserable.
I mean, that you could just, you know, brush it off by saying, like, no talkies before coffees, if anyone asks.
Tommy me drinky. Oh, God. No, I'm not even a coffee person. Like,
Yeah, me neither.
I
I've never liked coffee.
Yeah, I can't
Don't
even
recommend me like a certain brew or like a certain amount of cream and shit. Like
I've taken a liking to frappes, which have like the smallest amount of like coffee beans or whatever possible in it. Like it just tastes like someone grabbed a singular coffee bean and sort of like swirled it around your drink and then pulled it back out. But I
sounds like the LaCroix of coffee.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it tastes like someone who had just drank a coffee spit in it.
Ew. Don't. You know, maybe it's just like hot drinks in general, because obviously, like, I can enjoy like an iced coffee more than a hot coffee. I guess I've never understood really the idea of any drink, whether it's hot, you know, coffee or hot chocolate or whatever, where you get it and it's almost performative. The whole thing is like, ooh, it's so hot, I need to blow on it, let me take a little sip.
It's like,
ooh, it's still so hot, I need to wait and blow on it more and wait. And it's just like, give it to me in a drinkable state.
God, you know what? Fucking same. Like, I was actually going to say that. Like, I consider myself a hot chocolate enjoyer, but it's, unless you are like mixing, unless if you get the milk and put Ovaltine in it yourself and like put it in the microwave for like the exact amount of time, like if you are not the one making it yourself, it feels like everywhere and everything will make it like far too hot. Like I have been late to work like several times because I've tried to get a hot chocolate at Dunkin' and I needed to wait like 10 minutes to drink it.
Yeah, it's like part of the experience that you're supposed to walk around just holding it in your hand waiting for it to cool down.
Yeah, God, fuck. Now I'm pissed off about Dunkin' because they've made me late for work by making my fucking hot chocolate too hot. That's like...
Whoa, I guess you could say it's a literal hot take.
But you know what? I think I could.
Joaquin, what's your, I don't know, first world problem?
Yeah.
Can't think of anything right now.
You know what grinds my gears?
Old memes. Yeah.
Like how old?
How old's Family Guy again? I don't know.
I mean, Family Guy came out in like 1999, so...
It did? I thought Family Guy started... I would have guessed Family Guy started in like 2004, honestly.
Well, I mean...
I don't quite remember.
It started in 1999, and then it got canceled. Then it came back.
Oh. Who let that happen?
I don't know.
Who let that come back?
Adult Swim?
Yeah. Well, all I gotta say to that is, my name is Pete. I'm Peter Griffin. This is really freaking sweet. I live in Quahog.
My name is Pete.
No, because it's Creep by Radiohead, but Family Guy.
My name is Pete Griffin.
Okay, yeah.
That's everyone's favorite genre of Radiohead-themed Family Guy impressions.
Yeah, it's amazing how much there are.
Yeah.
You heard at least 2, maybe 3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're still watching the video. So, like...
Assuming you are.
Yeah. What is... Yeah. If you didn't, I'm gonna look like a real dummy if you're not.
I mean, this is... Who say we are watching the video? Have we commented on a single thing?
I think you just did a front flip.
Or the same.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
You ran into a tree a few times.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I do have 1 or 2, like, I could talk about the game kind of things. You know?
I was gonna say, I hope you don't have anything specific to talk about, because I think I started my video like 2 seconds late. So...
Okay, so, like, I could talk about a random thing of the game that you've seen me do, like, at the end of these runs or whatever. Yeah, so you can, like, get going really fast, you know, get in a straight line and talk, and eventually get up to having, like, a Speed Demon Points Award, which is never really pointed out. But then, and only when you're in the Speed Demon state, can you carve by, like, if you want to carve to the left, turn left, but also hold the left trigger. Or carve to the right, turn right, but also hold the right trigger. And you see that that gives you points as well. And also, weirdly, this has to be just a programming thing they fucked up. You can take a picture while carving, but you need to, like, be doing all of the other inputs and then also hit, like, the A button. Yeah, it's like, it points out, I start doing it and you'll see, like, press A to take picture show up, but it's really damn near impossible to do, you know, while doing all the other inputs, and if you release, you stop carving. So it's like these extra things you can do to get points, but that are very weird.
Did this game ever come out on PS3?
No, just 360 and PC.
I was gonna say, maybe try and TAS it.
You know, before coming on this series, I thought of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that was the end of my thought.
Oh,
just
sorry.
TAS it.
Yeah, before coming on this series, I wanted to do a little research on the game. And I thought about, you know, downloading it on PC until I saw, like, the first part of this series. And I was like, nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, you think it's like, I don't think it's worth the hard drive space.
You're telling me that my series is, whatever the word, that is supposed to shed more light on unknown games and perhaps raise interest, actually is lowering interest? I'm the monster all along. I should just stick to Genshin, Fortnite, Modern Warframe,
Get shit
Z.
in Fortnite.
Okay, actually, a very small thing that shows how out of touch I am. So the internet, or at least the anime scene, and I don't watch anime, but whatever. They're all talking about this show,
True Bloods.
Bocchi the Rock, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll look into that a bit. I thought like Bocchi was someone's name, like the main character's name, but it's not. So it's like, why is it called Bocchi the Rock if nobody's named Bocchi? It's like how like that My Hero Academia show, everyone calls the main guy Deku, even though that's not his name. It's like, hey, anime scene, you know, sometimes people don't know that those are nicknames or whatever, you know.
What is?
But I guess here's
Bocchi
the
Rock
official
about?
title. Do you remember K-On?
Yeah.
Basically, cute high school girls form a band and do
Literally
gigs.
that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at pictures of it right now.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was just one of those things. I was confused because I was totally like, that's someone's name, right?
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like I don't know.
Did you ever find out why the title is Bocchi the Rock?
Bocchi is like a slang for an introvert or something, so...
The fuck?
I mean, once again,
In
it's
Japan,
just
is it?
totally grammatically fucked up, but I think intentionally. And I'll just leave it at that.
Do you think there's going to be like some sort of natural disaster, like a earthquake that strikes the cast of Bocchi the Rock in the place that they live in? And
Just like in the Steel Donut video after.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I need to point that out.
yeah,
I'll just wait until all the characters are added to Mugen and, you know,
yeah.
go watch that there.
Man, you sure did get that 50,000 points there.
So, yeah, I sure totally did just do 180 grabs.
Yep, and get more and more points for it, unlike
Once ag-
any other sports game.
Once again, it's like you try to do the cool opportunities on the way down, and I don't know, until you've played it this as much as me, you'll probably fuck it up and not get the points and then think this game's really hard and then just do 180. I told you,
I'll never
every
get
single video I
tired of
made
this
sure to
animation.
record. Yeah.
He's schwalking. He's schwalking here.
Oh, is that the word for it?
Yeah, he's schmoovin'. That's the word. He's schmoovin'. You know when you're moving around, but like you got that schmoove. That's schmoovin'.
He's schmaltzen.
Yeah. I bet he could teach me how to Dougie.
Oh
Honestly.
my god, that's old.
Yeah.
Probably like the same time this came out.
No,
What
I
did
think
this
it's
game come
older
out,
than that. This game came
2011?
out in like 2009.
No, because my freshman year of college was fall of 2011. And as part of, you know, hi, you're part of the new freshman class, welcome, you know, they had us break into groups and, like, come up with a dance joke, like, thing about our college. It was one of those really cheeky things. And I remember
What the
because
fuck?
I went to Kansas State, and there they do the Wabash, you know, mostly at, like, the football games and such. And both my group and, like, two other groups, our idea was, teach me how to Wabash, teach me how to Wabash, which was really awkward for the
Nice.
other groups after the one who got to go first did theirs, because then it's like, oh shit, we came up with the same idea. But I remember that, so that was
Did you have to
2011,
perform
so
your dance?
Dougie had to be hot around then.
I thought Dougie was like way older than that.
You might be thinking of Cat Daddy.
No, I don't think of it.
Which our friend Tinker did accidentally invent after going back in time.
Oh.
Long story.
Did your college ever do the Harlem Shake?
Oh, I remember my
You
fifth
know,
grade class.
That
did the
was,
Harlem
I
Shake.
think that was like 2013, 2014, so obviously I wasn't
I was
there
in
to see the
like-
awkward freshman.
Yes,
It
I was
was,
in 7th grade when that whole thing was hot.
April 2010. That's when Teach Me How to Dougie was recorded by American hip hop group Cali Swag District.
I've totally forgotten that name. It
Yeah.
sounds like a name I've never heard of.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know it until now. Do you think they still remember how to Dougie? Do you think other people
I
have to
mean,
teach
once
them how to
once
Dougie?
it's Dugging is like riding a bike. Once you do it the first time, you never forget.
I mean,
I don't know.
do any of us remember how to do those cool dances from like a decade ago? Like I still remember how to do the SpongeBob dance.
Do the sponge?
Yeah, SpongeBob. No, not from SpongeBob. Like I don't know why it's called that, but it was this dance that I saw in the party. What was it called again? LMFAO's
Party Rock Anthem.
Party Rock. Yeah. This guy who had like a
Shuffling?
box head and these gold pants.
Was it a member of LMFAO or was
No,
it an extra?
it wasn't. It was just a guy in the music video.
Was it the Running Man?
No.
That-
Although I do know how to do that.
I'm
I don't-
running through these hoes like
Like
Drano.
Drano.
I got that devilish flow.
No lead.
I still
Narset.
remember like the YouTube poop of that almost as much as the song itself. You know.
Yeah.
I
I still
got
know how to get down.
dominoes. You know, while we're talking about like random songs and such, and I mean, I would be scared that I'm about to date this video, but I feel like we've dated it a million times already. That new meme going around with the Borzoi dogs, and that song where it's like, for you. Like, you know what I'm talking about at all?
I don't know the song. I know Borzois are
Yeah,
memes.
yeah. Borzois have long noses. They're great. Anyway, I was like, okay, what is like the original song for this or such? Because part of it is that they say like Kermie at the end, and it's like a Muppets Kermit kind of thing. And so, all right, it's based on a Grammy-winning song from only like a few years ago, Cellophane by FKA Twig, and I'm like, that won a Grammy, but I've never heard that song or of that artist. Like, it's so weird how that can happen.
I've heard of FK Twig before, but like I don't listen to their music. I don't listen to that genre of music.
I mean, like, you know, Blake and I love the band The War on Drugs, whose album A Deeper Understanding, one, is great, but two, also like won a Grammy, but that's not like,
yeah,
I don't know, it almost kind of feels like,
they just give Grammys to anyone these days.
yeah,
huh?
they just give Grammys to everyone around here. It's just kind of weird how like big songs or whatever you'll just miss, you know? Such is life. Life is
Yeah.
sinking, slithering sand through your fingertips.
What? But
Or all that.
I don't think sand slinks or slithers. I think it just sort of
I
sifts.
don't know, what word did I mean?
Sifting?
Like, you know what I mean. It's a word that starts with S that is used with... Yeah, probably that.
Sifting.
Oh, damn, my dude's staring right at the camera.
He sees
Hey,
us.
yo, is this also where they crucified Jesus?
Wow, that's really unconventional for a crucifix. Could you?
I
like,
mean, it's
like a crab crucifix. Like you
it's
have
like
to
a
bend your
blinged
feet
out
back.
crucifix. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be crucified, but I'd like to get the deluxe package.
Yeah, yeah. You got
Can you
the
like
rizzed out crucifix.
rhinestone stud my crucifix, please?
Yeah,
It's like people ordering deluxe coffins.
pimp my crucifix.
Yeah.
I blinged out my crucifix.
God, could you imagine we crucified
Dude, what if-
Exhibit?
Oh
Dude,
my
what if there was
God.
a Christian version of Bling? What was it, Pimp My Ride? But it's Pimp My Crucifix.
I don't think Christians would sign off on that. I think they would.
Yeah.
I think they would find something else to pimp. Frankly,
Yeah.
Pimp My Church? I don't know.
I guess.
No, I don't think so.
What, pimp my Pope-mobile? I don't know. What's a particularly religious vehicle other than the Pope-mobile? I don't know.
I forgot what it's called. I don't know, the funeral vehicle or whatever they called.
Hearse?
You put the casket in.
Any private church pastor's personal jet? Heyo!
Oh, sick bird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Did you mean a hearse, Joaquin?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't. Are those particularly Christian vehicles? I mean, I know
No. I don't know why
Like,
I thought of
funerals
it in the moment.
can be like Christian like events. They tend to be to coincide with most religions. As yeah, like
Yeah.
each religion basically has their own definition of what death means. I guess. Wow, that is some voice acting.
Hey, you killed it.
Man, man, you killed. That's. Oh, is this?
Have you
something-
noticed that every like pro montage uses that Smart Went Crazy song?
Yeah.
They didn't even like use different songs for different people. It was
Yeah, the same one. Which,
I
to be
don't
fair,
know why.
they did choose
Whoa.
the best song in the game.
The Grab Bible.
yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Christianity, pimp my Grab Bible.
Pimp my snowboard.
Yeah. What? I was gonna say what would that look like, but like everyone apparently puts stickers on their snowboard, like skateboards, or like people do with skateboards.
I mean, it's a form of expression and all that.
Yeah. I've never been a sticker person much in like general. So,
What
I
would
just-
like
I just-
your snowboard look like?
Probably like spray paint it green and blue. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I happen to like both of those colors, and I like having them on things that I own.
Yeah. I'd maybe do like, well, my thing is green and red, you know,
Oh, yeah.
but like dark green, the kind of dark green that very few games can satisfy.
Yeah. Like evil Christmas. It's not
See,
enough.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I kind of settled on that before realizing, like, oh wait, those are the Christmas colors as well.
Yeah. But it's like dark green is like evil Christmas. Oh,
Right. I go around and steal people's presents.
wow.
Okay. Anyway, that was Diablerets. Next time we're heading to Locks, so see you then.